Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of Workout Game Out. Your host as always, Jacob Reef. Today we're going to be doing, finally, the campaign that we've been working on for, what, like 2 months now? I don't know. Go ahead and introduce everybody if you guys haven't been watching. Me, I'm your humble dungeon master, Jacob Reef. Of course you guys know me. Cameron is on the top part of it. Say hello, Cameron, if you can, or wave. Peace signs, love it. He is our tiefling rogue, who is kind of a bard at this point, maybe a subclass. We might have to talk about that later. Lorena is our Kalishtar druid, who we'll just leave it at that. She's finding herself in a new big city. We got Eric, that is our Goliath barbarian.
Hello, hello.
No, I was about to call you Idris Gral. You're Ardon? Is that how you pronounce
Arden.
it?
Arden.
And then Avatar Caillou as the Bard Halfling, Idris Gar.
What's up?
Hello, hello. Alright. So, I could go back on to, like, all of our prologues, but I would prefer you to watch, like, a little bit of it yourself, if you don't mind. So, if you want to go ahead and switch over there, you go ahead. We got a few viewers, so basically, I guess what we can do right now is it looks like everybody is on roll 20 right now. We are in Neverwinter, a huge city with a river running directly through it. So if you can imagine like an egg-shaped city that is cracked in the middle of it, because of the water that is kind of like busted through over the years. And
Are we
what?
Are we in the Neverwinter Woods?
No, the Neverwinter. If you see where I put a circle on there, is an actual town, and then the Neverwinter Woods, of course, is the larger area. We, I guess we would cut to Lorena's character, checking out. She was going down the road because she heard more about this mysterious egg that is connected in some way to her spirit, as Kalishtar race has a spirit connected to him, which I've recently found out. Super cool. You finally get into Neverwinter, and in that process, you actually go into to look more. Where would you be? You're kind of like going through the town, wanting to go to Phandalin, which has the more information about the egg. Correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, what you're seeing around the town or the city would be just like kind of like warning signs of like a road is very difficult, terrain, and filled with creatures, and not only creatures but just bandits. That it's just kind of like warning signs of this area. Would you think that you would kind of want to still do this solo? Would you want to try to find some people to help you out, travel this road, because in group in numbers, because it's like one of the signs that says traveling in a pack is not necessarily required, but it's recommended. That's a good word for it. What do you think Silvateth would want to do?
Silvateth would definitely want to try and find a group.
Cool. You would find yourself kind of roaming the street looking for a place that might have sort of people that would be going, and you run into the local pub. If you guys have not seen it, it is a wonderful little bar. That is that. I'm going to zoom out a little bit for the people.
Nice.
What you see here is just a normal bar, but for some reason behind the bar is this beautiful like dome that has a tank in it with floating lights of some sort that Sylvadeath probably wouldn't recognize for sure, but a couple of fish that are kind of like playing with the sources of light, and you see it's a relatively crowded area, but and you hear live music over in the corner to the right. We see a horn player that is in there, and if you look, Caillou, you see that your character, I would say, is like standing on the table. I just kind of did that for like, hey, this is kind of funny. Like, but it's up to you if you want to stay on that table or not.
Absolutely. How else could anyone see me when I'm performing? I'm short.
Exactly. So you're just like dancing and playing this horn, almost like a saxophone for sure, and just kind of like going ham on this thing.
Get my hips in it.
Yeah. So this would be your guys' second thing, and I would say you're ending so far, and then of course Temperance is also there, which is. Did we say that you had like a tambourine or something? I forgot what we gave you.
What is Temperance's instrument of choice?
No, I started out with tambourine, and he ended up teaching me the horn, which I ended up learning.
Okay, so to shorten things up, you basically find a basic horn, and you play it next to him, just kind of a melody play. It is. Well, go ahead. Let's do our first roll of the day. Let's do 2 performance checks from you guys.
I rolled 18 plus 7.
Ooh.
25.
25. That is amazing. I saw 2 rolls just now. There was a 3 and 11. The first one was a 3. Yeah, so
all right, so 3 plus 1. So 4.
4. You're trying to like keep up with Idris right now, and you're still learning. Let's just say that. What's that type of music where like, it's a call and answer sort of thing, to where he's like do 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 do, and then he tries to like have like a pause for you to to come in, and then it's just beep. You do like one. What's up?
Jazz or folk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's something like that, to where have you guys heard Saxman by Lonely Islands?
Yes.
Everybody might have heard that. That's in my head. That's what's in my head. That like hyping up
jazz.
Yeah, hyping up Temperance, and then all of a
It's
sudden
horns anyways.
I love it. So that's what you hear, Sylvadeath. You tell me if you're getting into Idris's music and Temperance's music, if you want to, but it is a 27, the highest roll, which is really good at knowing as rolls go.
Sylvadeath would definitely appreciate a really nice performance. So
cool. Yeah, you guys definitely. And I would take that as an average thing, to where it takes you a while to figure it out, Cameron, but eventually you do. You're keeping up, because I'm gonna average it out, learning curve, to where like Idris is definitely carrying you in the music, and sometimes like putting in your hand where it needs to be, sort of thing. Sylvadeath, where do you think you would be wanting to go? Because I have you just in the entrance right now. Where would you think you would just stand there in the middle of the entrance, or would you try to talk to somebody? What are you doing?
I'm gonna make my way to the bar itself and get myself something to drink.
Okay.
Always
not too shabby. You take a seat. I'm gonna say right there. If you guys see that movement, And with that performance check, you guys are done. Are you going back to the bar yourself to get some?
Absolutely.
Get some drinks after a great performance.
Yeah, I think that's probably the reason we're playing in the first place.
Yeah, booze. What else? What other reason could you want to perform?
There you go. All right. I would say, yeah, Idris, you hop down. Where would you guys want to sit? Would you sit over on these two, over here, or over here?
I plop myself right down next to the mystery woman. That's what I do.
You, yeah, if it, I guess.
But I want to
do...
sit on the opposite because
One more time.
I said, but I want to sit on the opposite end of him because I'm intimidated by Matt. And I don't want this one because he's my teacher. And I don't want him to dip out on me while he's teaching me.
Yeah. You go ahead. So there's 3 seats available. You can go ahead and move your character whichever way. I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, so
drag it.
I'm sitting on the far end of her, and he can sit beside her.
So go over to the token with the mouse, and you can move them wherever you need to right now.
Are you in roll 20?
I'm clicking. All right, then he's sitting next to her, and I'm sitting on the other side.
And you're sitting on the other side. Okay. We'll say you guys are both kind of in that area. So the barkeep is just kind of like polishing one of the glasses.
Okay, now I can move it. So there's already 2 people in the seats?
Yeah, that's so to your farthest away. So you moved your character. Is that where you want to sit?
Is she in the middle or is he?
He is in the middle.
Yeah, that's where I want to sit.
Okay. So yeah, the bartender kind of just rubbing glass. What can I get for you all?
I want some whiskey.
Whiskey.
Mead.
Mead. And for the lady?
What's your specialty?
We make a fine white Russian. There's also a few wines that you might partake in. We have some fermented yak milk. That is also pretty good. We don't have a lot, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now.
Let's go with the White Russian.
White Russian. He scurries off a little bit. There's like a little cupboard behind the fish dome, and he's doing stuff back there. You guys are all kind of sitting next to each other. Is there any interaction at all?
Let out a massive belch.
Even before you drank?
No. I drank it. Okay, oh, he hasn't come back.
He hasn't come back yet.
I just let out a massive belch.
Okay.
The thought of whiskey, and I like. Sorry, the thought of whiskey really just.
All right, and then I would like push him back a little bit and be like, "I'm sorry, man."
Okay.
Oh man.
How do you think Silvateth would respond?
Yeah, so all right, well, I'm just gonna look and just be like, just like nod my head and then just look away.
Yeah, so you guys have that small interaction, and then eventually the barkeep finally like comes in back in, and he's just like, did anybody hear that really loud like frog that came through? I don't. Was that outside?
I didn't hear no frog. I didn't hear no frog.
I think it's a lot closer than you
Like, no, I heard that frog. I think it was right over there. Like, why do you have business? Mine didn't seem to be free.
Oh, I see. Yeah, halfling burps are kind of rare around this area, so I get it. He hands you guys your drinks. They're all kind of relatively fine. Each of the same glass, even. They barkeep continues to kind of like rub in some glass, cleaning up some glass and polishing it. So he looks over to the two bards of the thing. Well, I've seen you both twice. You guys do really good in your performances. Do you guys are you guys sticking around? Are you heading out anywhere?
Matt, aren't we traveling birds now?
We are. We're traveling bards. We might stay for some time, but we are seeking my mother, and or at least I'm seeking my mother, but we're also under contract to visit many places and perform wherever we go.
Oh.
So we
are. We can. We don't plan on living here. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah. No. That's kind of what I was at. I was just kind of curious. That's all. So where you guys headed off to next?
Oh, what's the overworld map? I have no idea.
You're good. It is so the overall map actually isn't that good. It doesn't show you where you guys were gonna head next to. It is Phandalin is where you guys are heading off to next.
We're going to Phandalin. My apprentice and I, we are going to Phandalin next.
Wonderful. Oh, gosh, it's a little rough on the roads. Are you guys sure that you can survive?
Hey, I am a giant. They will fear me.
Hey, you guys have beautiful music, but I just had to ask because I wasn't for sure.
I just told a friend earlier, I don't want people. I want people to fear and love me. In fact, I want them to fear how much they love me. So
there you go.
You just hear Silvertooth chuckle a little bit.
What was that? What was that noise? Who did that?
She's just sipping her White Russian, minding her business.
What is your name? I don't know. Woman? Maiden?
I just take a long look at you, up and down, and I always say, my name is Silvertooth. And yours?
Idris. What brings you here? Silvertooth, I assume it's not to listen to me.
What a big character for such a small body.
Oh, wow.
Dang!
Oh, wow. So mean.
She's honestly a little annoyed with you, so
that's
yes.
what I'd say to her. That was so mean.
Wow.
Where am I going, Jacob? I kind of forgot.
You are going to Phandalin as well.
Okay. Okay, so after I make that comment, I say, I too am going to Phandalin. And in fact, I was going to offer to come along with you guys for just a little bit of an adventure.
Adventure?
But you think you can talk to a friend like that and just come with us and live off us?
Yes, we are respectable businessmen looking to make our own trade. And all you've been is rude.
We don't have to do what you're.
You hear the bartender kind of peep up. Isn't this the guy that threw up in the trash can the other day?
What? To what do you refer?
You overdrank last night, didn't you? Or was that a different halfling? I don't know.
I have no recollection of this, but that's a common thing these days.
I'll cover up for my friend. That never happened.
That never happened. That's fake news.
Fake news. Okay, yeah, no, it happens. I just see a lot of halflings, so.
Understandable.
Interesting.
But you said Phandalin. I'm always forgetting the name. Phandalin.
Should we get a performance check on that?
If you actually did.
If we actually get called out on.
That would be a deception, or maybe a persuasion.
Let's get a deception.
Yeah, if you want to.
Kind of want to. We haven't rolled in a while.
Yeah.
Deception.
What do we get? What do we get?
Hey, not too bad.
14.
14 plus 3. I got 17.
17. Yeah, he's just like, yeah, totally. No, I see a lot of halflings, like I said, so it's not. It could have been somebody else. There's been a few halflings coming through here. He's like, well, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but yeah, why are you heading down to? Are you just adventuring? I can tell that you're a druid, but and he's talking to Silvateth right now. Yeah, I can tell you're a druid, but and I'm only a curious soul. That's just who I am. So you can, and it's part of the trade to being a bartender is just kind of making conversation.
Oh, of course, yes, I understand. So I'm just honestly looking for some adventure. I got a little bored back in my hometown, so I decided to take off and just kind of see what's going on around these parts. And I heard that there was quite a sight to be seen in Phendelin, so here I am.
Well, I'll have to talk to my master, but what do you actually have to offer? Because we take care of ourselves, and we don't need another mouth to feed.
Oh, I assure you that I can take quite good care of myself.
That is not in question, but what do you offer us?
Right. What do we get out of this? I guess is a better question.
Are you with a sword? Can you tame a dragon? Can you summon food out of thin air?
I'm trying to think what spells she has to use because I kind of want to use one.
Oh, you're a magician. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so you're a magician.
Yeah,
so
if you could look at through your cantrips or something.
So the saying protection over us or something, right? So that you can actually spells
Druidcraft
over
would
us.
probably be a good one.
So
I'd give it to you for free.
I do have one that I can use right now. But actually, I'm kind of scared that it might hurt them. It's poison spray, so. I'm not gonna use it. Well, I was hoping I could just.
And
take
there
the cup that I
goes
have
the
in my
first
bag.
PK.
What a shame.
So I was hoping that with the poison spray, I could just kind of like take the cup that I have and just kind of like put a little spray on it. And obviously, it's gonna
For sure. No, I like the idea to where like so White Russian is of course white, and so you like blow on it or something, and a green smoke kind of like comes out that's like heavy, and it drips into the milk and just makes it sour and green, and it crumbles and cracks.
All right, so COVID is good. So we do wear these masks already. That might work. We have these over 95 masks now, and they protect against everything. So, let me talk about Master real quick, and let me see what he thinks. Matt?
It can always be helpful to have a magician. Never know what we might need. Hey, if someone gives us trouble, poison their drink, if nothing else.
Yeah, he.
Okay, wait. No, now I have to say no. Give me another reason.
Another reason.
Because he just said you can poison my drink.
She didn't run away when I belched at her face.
I'm just saying that if we're going to be traveling together, I wouldn't poison your drink. That'd be pretty foolish of me.
Oh, that sounds like a robber, though.
Like something a robber would say. Maybe a little bit. What's the worst that can happen?
can you or can you not protect us? And I promise I will pour out my water every day and refill it before I drink it.
I really do think that
I
I
don't
can
trust.
offer some protection for you guys, and I would hope that you would do the same for me.
Yeah. Temperance, go ahead and give me an insight check if you're having as much advantage. And I doubt you would be kind
14 plus 1, 15.
of. You said how much
7.
was it? 17?
No, it was 14 plus 1.
Which
was
one?
15.
15.
My second one's so you.
Yeah, so Silvateth, what does he see on a 15?
He sees that she's being honestly truthful. She's just looking for some friends, but she's obviously not very good at making them.
But also kind of skeptical because she brought up the poison, and my friend brought up, she could poison our drinks.
She can poison
With that
anyone's
15,
drinks.
Anybody
that
could
15,
poison
you see
anyone's
that she-
drink. Like,
she truly wouldn't, though. With that 15, you'll
yeah,
see
with
that.
the 15,
Like, you'll
I would
know.
say
I
that's
said I
enough
would.
to where. One more
I
time.
said I would empty her,
You would
and
what?
I would refill it.
Oh,
I would empty my water every morning, and I would refill it because I don't trust her.
okay.
But I'll let her come.
Okay. The night goes on. You guys. I mean, so the glass broke and right in front of the bartender, and he's just kind of like, "Well, that's another one gone. That's fine." It's,
So,
go ahead.
quick thing. I don't know how much money I have. Like, we didn't talk about money. So.
Oh shit. Okay, so you are living on this. Okay.
You're not
no,
hearing
yeah.
this. I'm talking to Jacob.
Yeah. No, you would. That would be set up on your own character. I think as a druid, you would have maybe like 15, 20 gold pieces, somewhere around there. For expectation's sake, we'll say you have like 15 pieces worth of stuff, or
But we'll
worth of
take care of you.
currency. Sorry.
We'll take care of you as bards and as what we are. I'm a thief. We're both bards. We can take care of you. It's fine. Just be protective.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys go ahead. You're definitely acquainted at this point. We'll say that you guys kind of exchange plans to wake up in the morning to get together again. And you guys go your separate ways for the night, go to sleep, and wake up the next day. You guys get together in the evening. We'll switch back to the big map, and unfortunately, this is cut off. I couldn't find an online one that set it up to where Phandalin would be somewhere in this area. If you guys can see that, it's southeast of Neverwinter. You guys head down that road with a few rations and stuff. Do you guys want to do anything else in Neverwinter, or is it just in the morning going?
I want to find a halfling community. Is there any halflings in Neverwinter?
Better question: is there one in Helm's Hold?
Is there another one in what?
Helm's Hold.
Helm's Hold. Where you seen that?
It's south.
Right below Neverwinter.
Helm's Hold. No, there's not. Helm's Hold is actually just like a small like army. You guys have heard a little bit of chatter about it. That's just more of like a protection area for Neverwinter. This place is very strange. There's like a lot of hush hush. If you guys want to give me investigation checks a little bit, yeah, that would be a good way to do that.
Matt, you can go ahead and give him one, but I think I have a higher investigation than you do. So
Investigation check. Did it port over? You see what I rolled?
You can give him an help action. I did not see any.
Actually,
roll.
yeah. Hold on. Wait a minute. He wants to do it. Cool. Let me do a.
So
I got a natural 20.
Nat 20? Cool. Silverteth?
I'm trying. Hold on. Okay.
Hey, that's pretty good.
16, yay.
I rolled a. Oh, there, you can see it now. It's just delayed. I rolled a 10.
A 10? Okay.
What was this? Is this perception or?
It's for, either investigation or perception, just to kind of get a feel for a basic understanding of where this area. I would say Lorena knows a little bit more, but with a nat 20, Temperance will definitely just kind of like understand his surroundings more and how to read people, and so like that's what you were kind of doing in that time frame, to where it just your brain is wired to kind of like eyeball people and understand their lives just by the look and just I'm blanking on the word, but you're basically just like profiling. That's the word. You're profiling the people. It'd be like usually it's meant for like, oh, this guy has a lot of money, this guy doesn't, so I'm gonna go after the guy with a lot of money, sort of thing. If that makes sense. So you guys understand that this place, there's a lot of guards in Neverwinter. It is highly it's got a lot of guards, a lot of protection in the area. Helm's Hold is actually not just southeast of it; it is straight up around it. The wall is completely surrounding it. The dock is. It's strange because the dock isn't as big of an issue, but with a nat 20, I would say that you understand that they put all their money towards the inlands of the area. So you understand that they don't have issues with like other people coming into the coast. It is what is inside the coast that is scaring them into protecting themselves so much. There's a few like I just rolled in front of the board, and it is you do find a little community of halflings. And I would say you find it in the morning.
Hello, my fellow travelers. I want to find these other small giants. Apparently they are not giants, but something called halflings. I wish to discuss.
It's
nature things with them.
I would say it's kind of like a Chinatown, or like, or something like that, to where like they have like a little bit of their own culture. Right now, they have like a small little bar of their own, and it's in the morning, so they're just kind of cleaning up. There's not a lot of happening there. There's a few of them in the streets that are just kind of like blackout, just kind of laying about, enjoying their time with their pig or something, just sleeping with them. I'm not.
Pigs.
You mean like how I was found?
Very similar, yeah. But it's more of the culture here. Their culture is just kind of like, hey, we kind of live in the Sarum area. It's not as big of a deal if we're not.
Then I would say to Matt, what's Matt's D&D name?
Idris Gar. Right?
Entrance?
Idris Gar.
IDRIS.
I say, look, man, I know you wanted to meet your people, and we can do that now, but I have more experience with this type of life than you do, so I need you to listen to me.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that don't just approach them. You're going to scare them.
Me? I'm not scary. I'm the smallest giant there is.
Yeah, well, you're not a giant anymore, and now we're trying to find your mother, and if you want to meet your mother, then you need to meet other halflings first. We can do that now.
Okay. I'll follow your lead.
Okay, I would say
I'll go and I'll shake one that's near a puddle, just like I was, and I'll jump back and say, I didn't mean to screw you.
With the nat 20, you find somebody that you would think has some information that just kind of like knows everybody. You kind of like understand the habits of these people. Hello, what's going on? Wait, who are you? Oh, well, hello.
Cameron, you
he looks. I would say Silverteth is with these guys right now.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, hello. And he pulls his hair back, and it's super greasy, not looking great. And he kind of like postures himself a little bit. What can I do you for?
Yeah.
Excuse us, fair sir. I was merely... Frankly, I'm looking to make your acquaintance. I have not met anyone that looks like me before. I was wondering if you could tell me something like, what is this place? Who are you?
Well, this is...
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I think my friend might have been a little rude there. This is my master. My name is Temperance. He's a bard, and he just found out he's actually halfling. He's never actually met one in person. So would you mind making our acquaintance and kind of telling us a little bit about who you are and your race?
Oh, drop one.
The last halfling I met, I killed her.
Give me... I don't even know if that would be a persuasion or intimidation, honestly, at this
I
point.
would think intimidation.
Yeah. Okay, intimidation
Yeah.
from... okay, that's so weird. Intimidation from Idris, and then a persuasion from Temperance, if you guys don't mind.
Meanwhile, Silverteth is just kind of standing there.
He is
watching
eyeballing you at this moment. He's hearing these guys, but whether their rolls are good or not.
I rolled a 15 plus 7.
Ooh! So 22 from Idris, and then you said a 15? 15 of persuasion. He hears you killed a halfling, and he says, "Was she small with red hair?"
Yes. Why do you ask?
You know, I might know a lot of small red-haired halflings. Might be a coincidence. I don't know. He seems very taken back. It is a strange, like, I don't know how to react to this. What's up?
I'm talking to him.
Yeah, what'd you say?
What did you say?
Why would you say that?
It's the truth. I've never met I've never had a conversation with one. The last one I met, I had to kill her. I would like to know something else about these people that you claim I am.
We're okay. Just
Wow, I really should have had a conversation with you guys before I came along.
he's just like, okay, look, the culture of halflings is real easily. We kind of just do whatever we want. It's pretty laid back. It's not a lot of doing a lot of
pillaging?
stuff.
No pillaging?
No, that's not our style. I mean,
what about farming fire beetles, flame beetles?
I think we have a few on the outside of the city, but I don't. I've never had to farm one. I know I have a cousin that does a little bit of farming, but I think it's just small goats, and he likes to scare him. You know those ones where you like run after him a little bit and they just drop and go to sleep for like 5 minutes.
Like great fun. I should like to meet these goats.
Fainting goats. That was the term. Yeah. He goes on to kind of explain more about halfling culture, and it's basically like Lord of the Rings kind of ideology outside. Like right now, they're like city halflings, so it's definitely like Partyville, like party time, like small taverns and stuff like that. But they seem like they eat a lot and drink a lot, and that's kind of the lifestyle usually.
Interesting. Thank you, sir.
I would like to ask Lorena how she thinks we should approach the situation from there.
How we should like continue to talk to him, or like if we should leave.
Yeah, well, I mean, he kind of approached them saying, "Hey, I just murdered this halfling, and
True.
I also just fire beetles, but we only have goats."
It was not murder. I was avenging my father. It was not murder.
Well,
it was not murder.
It's getting out of hand right now. So
I'm gonna lean down towards Temperance and say, is he okay? Is he serious?
Temperance is Cameron. Are you talking about Idris or?
No, Temperance. Like, I want to know whether or not Idris
Yeah, like they're having a
being serious
sidebar
or
while
not.
I'm interrogating this.
Gotcha.
Sidebar.
Okay.
yeah, he's being serious, but he's drunk right now, and I have no idea how to control him. Hey, he's just talking way too much.
I feel like I should maybe do something here. I don't think him going around saying he killed a fellow halfling is going to get him anywhere. So Silvertooth is just gonna kind of walk over to Idris and just be like, kind of like put her hand on like his shoulder, okay, and then look at the dude that's laying down. I forgot what his. Did he even say his name?
He hasn't said his name. No,
Okay.
I would say eventually. Oh well.
Halfling McGee.
Halfling McGee.
Halfling McGee, sure. I'm Halfling McGee. That's what they call me. McGee is my father's name, but you can call me Half.
All right. Okay. Pardon our intrusion, Half. I am so sorry for my friend here. He's just.
I needed to
he
pee
just woke up
anyways. It was
himself.
okay.
So- we were hoping you would just, kind of let us know how exactly you grew up and what's going on around these parts. We're just traveling. We're kind of coming through this road. That's all we needed to know.
Yeah, he just kind of gives you again a basic overhaul of the halfling life, and he says the roads have been more and more dangerous as time goes on. There's been this new, let's see. Rolling it in front of the board. Okay. He knows a small amount of the happenings, but he explains there has been darkness over the land. It's strange to fully think about, but there is something, and I don't know what it is. Luckily, right now, it's not affecting the halflings, but well,
Very
Has it
good,
been
Half.
affecting other races?
maybe, I don't know. They've brought more guards into the town, and I've just seen more tension in the area.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, Half.
He nods and kind of just slumps back onto his peg and continues to rest his eyes.
What was that about Silvertooth? I wasn't threatening him. At no point did I threaten to steal his liver or chop his arms off. Why did you interrupt?
So here's the thing. When you usually meet people,
Okay.
you don't tell them that you've killed others. Unless
That's-
you're trying to intimidate. Were you trying to intimidate?
No, that's just how we communicate with giants. We often identify other races by whether we killed them or not.
Oh my.
That's what we do. If I meet another giant tribe, like, oh yes, I've killed many frost giants or many storm giants. I'm familiar with their customs in battle. That did not mean anything.
Oh
by
yes. And you just discovered that you're a halfling, so okay, this makes sense. I was just trying to help, merely help. We did get plenty of information, did we not?
We did.
Okay, so no harm, no foul. I think we should just continue.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you for trying to help.
Do you guys have anything else that you're wanting to do?
I would want to offer the guy one gold piece to be able to lure him into a hotel or something, so that we could get a little more information from Matt.
He gave
He
you
just walked
everything. Yeah. Well, he went back to sleep. Okay. I would say at this point you guys don't have a lot more to do unless you want to, but we'll cut over to Mr. Eric. Pardon. You awaken in this in a farm where you understand yourself to be is awakening over here. I gotta put your token where that's at. There is the token. There is the token right there. Oh, that didn't work. Hold on. There we go.
Here I am.
There you are. Let's put it to Ardon. You awaken and you thought of it as a bush, but so you've been like in a dungeon, bit of a jail cell, like a good majority of your life, and these boxes felt like bushes to you for some reason, and you awaken to these bushes. You see in front of you a plate of food.
How did this get here?
It's steaming. I think you smell it, and it is. You've been given like scraps and stuff for a good majority of your life. This looks like the best meal you've ever seen in a while.
I am obviously very suspicious of this meal that has just appeared in front of me, especially after all my food having been drugged for many years. So I'm going to go through my typical process of take a tiny piece out, taste it, make sure there's no side effects, check for any sort of hidden medicinal herbs or anything that could potentially cause bad side effects.
Go ahead and give me a investigation check.
Okay. Oh, jeez. 3.
You are just waking. It is very difficult for you to like kind of get a sense of it. You're just so hungry.
Okay. I dive in. I don't see anything. I don't sense anything. I dive in.
You do that test bite, and it's so difficult for you to like stop yourself. It's just so good.
All right.
Eventually, you hear a faint, kind of quiet voice around the corner. You see peering is a few eyes. I gotta put him on the token spot. Hello.
I quickly stand up with my hammer at the ready and shout, "Who are you?"
Oh, I am little Timmy. This is, well, I was gonna say this was my farm, but it's not. It's my dad's farm. But I saw you and you look hungry. I heard grumbling, a lot, and I thought that you could eat.
I set the hammer back down, and try to appear less threatening to this child that has just appeared.
I like your hammer, mister. I didn't tell anybody that you were behind here.
Thank you. You said your name
Look,
was Timmy?
I'm little Timmy.
Thank you, Timmy. I appreciate the food.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes. Where am I?
Oh, you're in Phandalin. It's a great town. There's not a lot to do. No, there's not a lot to do. So I saw you and I was super excited. And I didn't eat. I think Mom would have got suspicious, but you can eat and I'll eat later. We could take turns eating if you wanted to.
Again, thank you. It has been quite a long time since I've had a decent meal.
He nods and kind of he kind of just leans against his against the building and like, well, I'd love to see you eat. I saw you try to hesitate, but it didn't work out, did it, for you?
No. Once I had tasted this food, I could not restrain myself.
Oh yeah.
It was quite delicious.
Mom can make a mean spaghetti. I don't think it was. I don't know. Well, it's spaghetti now. Like
Beef and potatoes.
Beef and that actually sounds more accurate. Yeah. Mom can make a mean beef and potato.
You know, we keep it spaghetti. I'd like to have a petition that we keep it spaghetti.
A beef potato spaghetti of some kind.
Spaghetti.
It's spaghetti. After a while, you kind of indulge into the meal. You hear the mother calling little Timmy, "Sweetheart, where are you?" And "Oh, coming, Ma. All right, I gotta go help out with Mom, but you can stay here if you want to. I can. You can talk to my dad. He's really cool. He might be okay with you, but then again, he might make you run away, and I don't want that. So you tell me what if you want to stay over here, I can keep on bringing food, and we can eat together, so you're not lonely."
Thank you, Timmy. I appreciate the consideration you have lent a stranger such as me. However, I must be moving on. However, I now realize that I don't precisely know where it is I should be moving on to. Is there a larger city nearby that I can make my way toward?
I just work here, man. I don't know a lot else. I just go into town sometimes with Daddy, and we get stuff for the cow and for watering and stuff. So I don't know. You got a cool axe, by the way. It's cooler than my stick. And you see, like, he holds up like this like stick that he's had. You can tell like he's carved it a few years, but like it's just a stick.
A fine weapon for a warrior.
I know, right? I love my stick. I call him Burt Reynolds.
A fine name for a fine weapon.
What's the name of your axe?
I have yet to choose a name for this weapon. I have only recently acquired it.
Oh, I understand. It took me like 20 years.
it took me many years as well to name Birdie, but you take your time because that's what I said. I said I will name you as soon as I figure it out, and you hear Mother call little Timmy again. Timmy, I need your help. Okay, I gotta go. You could stay here for a little bit. At least stay until dinner, cause we're making not just beef potato spaghetti anymore. It's gonna be something called Raymond or something. I don't know. I knew a guy named Raymond. He helped out, but we don't see him anymore. I don't know. But I gotta go. You do you. And he runs off and to help his mom.
I think to myself, perhaps it would be wise to seek out this father. And I start progressing toward the house. After I finish the rest of whatever it was that was set before me.
Yeah. You go ahead and eat. After a while, I would say that you. After a while, you give me a. This would be perception, maybe.
Good night.
Do you add anything to that?
That 6 is my total for that.
6. Yeah, you hear a bit of a kerfuffle. You don't know if it's regular farm. It's been a while since you've been around farms, so you're not sure if it's like regular farming sounds or it could be something more serious.
I slowly approach and try to peer around the corner of. So where does this noise seem to be coming from?
You hear it in front of the building.
Okay, so I slowly work my way around to this corner here.
Okay.
And peer around and try to see what's going on.
Okay. With that, I think we'll switch back over to the other guys. So you guys, Idris, Silvateth, and Temperance. That was too many fingers. You guys go ahead and head off for a while. Are you guys going in the term of like going because you guys are you're just heading off, or are you trying to be stealthy a little bit? What's the game plan here?
I mean, I'm a giant, so I'm not stealthy.
So
I'm just walking down the road. I'm doing like the walkout. The the guy's just like walking around throwing his arms out like that. That's what I'm doing, walking down the road. I don't know what they're doing.
Temperance, what are you doing?
Where's he at right now?
You guys are on the road to Phandalin, so you can either like walk beside Idris, or you're,
Right.
or you can be like stealthing next. What's up?
And we accidentally run into him.
You guys are on. You're just on the road.
Yeah. So I think after we ran into that halfling, we got a little bit of closure, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Was on the way. So I think we're probably just. I mean, at the least, we might be sitting on the side of the road playing our instrument. Just take a break and walk.
Well, so you guys are walking towards Phandalin right now. I was asking if you were stealthing, if you were just like walking next to Idris. Are you?
No, we're not stealthing.
Not stealthing. Okay. Silvateth, would you try to be stalking in the shadows, or do you think you would just be right next to the guys, just kind of chilling?
I'm gonna be walking beside them, well, a little bit behind, like towards the back. And Silvertooth is quite graceful, so we're not gonna be flailing about. So, and I won't be prancing either.
Okay.
I just picture the McGregor walk where he's doing this.
Yeah. Beautiful. So you're kind of like walking a little bit behind them, maybe. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit. Mm-hmm.
But not necessarily sneaking around, sort of thing.
No, I'm just gonna be walking. I'm not trying to be.
Okay. In that case, you guys want a high number, which you guys wouldn't see it. That's a low number. That is a 7. That was a basic luck check, and you guys find yourself on the road to this place.
Are we being attacked by bandits?
You, so I'm gonna put your guys' thing out in this, real quick. You said
Ooh.
at least behind. I don't know how far behind you are.
Just a little bit, like maybe a couple steps. I'm not like super behind them.
Yeah, I would say 5 feet is probably good enough.
Is he being robbed by bandits?
She's gonna leave me.
So I'd say, yeah, you guys are just like trutting your stuff. Idris is kind of in the middle, just so that he's not like hitting any more like tree limbs or anything that he's done for like the last hour or two. Yeah, down below you can either give me perception or investigation. You do see somebody in the center, all the way
If
down.
there's anyone
at the
hiding,
bottom.
I can see them. What do you mean by that? Like, are we like? Is there someone in hiding? Like, because I've got my cloak on.
Oh, the
No
other
one can
cloak.
hide from me.
Nobody can hide from you?
Yeah, so like if they're like ambushing us, they can't. 'Cause, like I can see through stone for 100 feet in any direction.
You give me an insight then.
There you go. 7.
7.
Wait! Don't I get to roll with advantage though? Let me double check what this thing actually does.
I think that's just what. Is it with insight? I will say
It's
that's
any sight
percent.
checks. Is this a sight check? Yeah, this would be a sight check.
Yeah. I would agree to that. So yeah, you get advantage for sure.
So I do a different. So I'll do another insight roll.
Okay.
So I rolled a 7, and I roll a 21. So
Cool. So you get the sense that these you're looking at these guys. There is. Did you want to say something, Cameron?
Yeah, can I use my Explosive Thievery to rob them back?
Again, that's just for lock picking.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Never mind.
Otherwise, yeah, that'd be cool. But they haven't stole anything from you. So you get the sense that these guys are, bam, right there. This one right there for you. Because I totally forgot about that freaking robe, and I'm a little upset that I forgot about it. So Idris, I would say that you point these out to your fellow travelers, right?
mm-hmm.
So you guys. Let me. Actually, let's put you there and then like that. Right now, you guys are seeing. Two guys. The insight check would be seeing seeing these two guys, and then you notice that they're like highway robbers. So they're there to say, hey, there's a toll on this, we protect it, and that's what, just what they do. If you don't, they try to take it from you, sort of thing. What were you gonna say, Silverdeath?
I was gonna say if you wanted me to roll for perception or not too.
Yeah, you can if you want to. Unless you think, because 21's pretty good, and he can't be. He would. I would assume you would tell your fellow travelers about this. Or...
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm walking out, I was like, hey, do you see these two guys in the bushes up here? Said I do.
And yeah, you can give me a perception if you actually did or not.
Oh, if I actually told them?
No. If they see them as well, Cameron.
Okay.
Temperance, you can go ahead and do a roll as well if you want to, but that's up to you. You can trust your master. Yeah. Okay. So he trusts. Temperance trusts. Yeah. Not too bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you Silverteth sees them as well, or
I would say yeah. They see him. DC is 20. I guess I'll say that they rolled a dirty 20. So
okay.
So you can roll one more time if you want to, Silverdeath.
Oh, I get +6 on perception. Dang.
+6.
Yeah, so 20.
That would be yeah. So DC means difficulty class. That's the number you want to hit. So you hit it exactly with his help for sure. So they try to hide from you, and then with the insight check of Idris, you guys understand that these guys are highway robbers, and so as you walk up, how close do you guys get? You guys can move your characters how close you want to be, or if you guys want to attack.
Is each
first,
square a foot?
it's up to you.
Like, is each square 3 feet? How's this map work?
Each square is
Each square is
5.
5 foot.
Okay.
And there is a tool on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bars down, it shows you the length of that spot. And then say snap to center. Show. So as an example, go ahead and tell me what your guys' action would be. Would you guys be aggressive towards these guys? Would you just kind of still be walking? Because what you sense is they're not going to attack until the main guy in the center of the road kind of gives them the.
So it's the two guys in the trees, which I see, and the guy down.
Yeah, down the road.
Okay.
You see that they're not gonna attack you if they don't get the call out.
I cast a spell. I cast Silent Image, and I project an image to the bandit leader. The image I'm projecting
from where you're at
is
right
the
now?
image. Yeah. Oh, I'm not close enough. I have to be 60 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not close enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just out
I
of
don't know.
range.
Like,
You can.
you
you can walk a little
far can I
closer if you
move?
wanted to, because again, you had the 21 insight, so that means that you are like understanding that these guys aren't attacking you yet. Like one's having a cigarette, the other one's just kind of like got his eyes on the other dude. They're not expecting
I walk
that
up
you
to
see.
him. I just.
Should I walk up to him?
Yeah, I walk. I don't know how far I can walk, so I want to get to a spot where I can cast my spells on that.
So technically, right now we're not in combat. You just rolled so good that it doesn't matter, unfortunately.
Okay. I walk right up to him. I walk right up to the man. Again, I'm a giant. I have no
move
fear.
you over there. Do you guys follow
quiet.
suit? What are you doing?
Oh no, Silvertest is staying back.
Are you
She's
all the
gonna
way
see
back
what's
there?
Going on.
Okay. What
I
about
go
you?
ahead.
I'll maybe take like
and
a few steps forward.
A few steps forward. Go ahead and move it where you think you would want to start. Temperance, what were you saying?
I go into a tree. He already has my sending stone, so if he needs help, I already know he can contact me.
Yep.
Okay, pick a tree.
Yeah, he's got his bandit sense, right? So he can disappear. Yeah, Temperance can just go and like hide.
I don't see character screen now.
Yeah, so again, you can scroll up and down on the right side.
There we go.
It
Okay,
won't let me move her.
okay, I see.
Won't let you move her? Hold on.
All right. Well, what? No, I can. But where are the bandits?
Oh,
In front of
no,
us?
No, you can't, actually. This is to Temperance. It's my fault. I think I just put it as Civitas. There we
Alright.
go. Okay, now I will say this: you are, if you're seeing the snap, you could probably hit this guy. That's about it. If you were to go into that tree,
Can you show me again?
can you see the line right now? On the, okay, so that guy's the only guy you could probably hit. The other guys you could shoot at for sure, but it would be at, well. Do you have any long range stuff?
I mean, I have a bow.
You have a bow? Okay. Yeah, in that case, then you, what is that, short bow is what, 120 feet? I don't remember. Eric, do you remember?
I do not. I can pull it up though. Pretty quick.
Always figure that out,
Yep.
Why is that?
Short bow, range of 80 feet, and 320 for long range.
80 feet?
Yes, 80 feet for normal range.
Oh, wow. Okay. Then never mind. I think you're good on both of these guys. Hold on. Oh, you are directly. Now, where you're at right now, I would say, though, that you would still get disadvantage because to, like, not hit... Well, no, that wouldn't be the case. But if you were to miss, I would have you roll again to see if you missed Idris.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a high check, Cameron.
I got a 10.
A 10, I would say that's like, so you wouldn't be proficient in it. That would be, though, your stealth, right? Plus your stealth. Hide and stealth are kind of the same, to where it's like affected by the dexterity, so.
14.
14. In that case. Just so people can see it on the stream. And I'm not doing anything else. If you guys can see that. Yeah. So you walk up to the guy. Do you think he would start the conversation, or you just kind of
I walk up to him. I trudge up to him, and having rolled my insight, I'm gonna flex someone a little bit. I cast Predestination, that is, on both his guys, and I make a little spark in front of them and say, like, "Are you and your two friends here and here going to attack us?"
What two friends? The
ones in these trees that are about to catch fire.
Okay. Okay. You said what'd you cast? I'm sorry.
The spell is Prestidigitation. I can't say it.
Prestidigitation.
I can instantly create life, snuff out a candle. I can make a spark. I can a non-magical trinket or thing. So I make some sparks dance around in the trees that these two archers are hiding in.
He looks at both of them. Yes, good eye. These are just my friends. They're only there to protect me, as well to protect you. It's just a thing. No need to get any worse than it already is. But
Whoops.
And it sounds like
I thought
my two friends that are also hiding in the trees don't need to get feisty either.
He points directly at where. Well, Lorena, were you just like taking a step over, or were you actually trying to hide as well?
I was taking a step over. I was trying to hide, but also I just remembered that I can go invisible. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
Okay.
you go invisible?
Yep.
Yeah, you're darn right.
You
yeah.
just see Slobotet's steps and vanishes.
Gotcha,
Gone.
gotcha. He's like, well, before you do, I think he does point in the general direction where you disappeared, and he also points where Temperance is right now.
Mhm.
And he says, "Oh, right there and there." And he says, "Yeah, I know this is a dark and very dangerous road. I get it. You guys don't want to do it, but this is our thing. We protect this road. This is what we do. Unfortunately, that means we have to charge people when they go through. It's just a thing."
What are you charging? What do you charge?
Is this like a troll toll?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're sticking us up.
Sounds
They're
like
sticking
it.
us up.
Troll tool.
He says, "I think I'm feeling generous today. Today the special is 30 gold pieces."
30 gold pieces. Are you out of your mind?
No.
A little bit.
no.
A little bit.
Uh,
But
Okay.
not because I'm asking for 30 gold pieces. It's usually 60. But I'm giving you because you seem so intelligible and know what you're doing, 30 gold pieces.
Yeah, there's 3 of us and 2 of you.
There's 3 of them.
So there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm still having this conversation. I try and intimidate him. I'm gonna roar at him and try and scare him away. Like, let me go.
Go ahead.
I'm
Go for it.
do my intimidation roll.
Yeah.
I have proficiency. I rolled a 17.
You rolled a 17.
Yeah, 15 or 10 plus 5 modifier plus 2 proficiency.
He what do you say as you try to do this intimidation?
Move or be moved. Move or be moved.
He takes a large step to the side and goes, "Listen, I'm just here. Please, like, just give me a little bit. My boss is gonna kill me, man."
I will give you 3 gold coins, 1 for each of my companions and me, and we will leave.
He puts his hand out. Just anything, please.
I hand the man the 3 gold coins, and I tell I tell Temperance to move cautiously. I don't know what Silvatet's doing. I can't communicate psychically with her. I could. I don't know how many
Oh.
actions I have. I'm new at this because I could cast the spell message and send a message that only she can hear.
Right.
I don't know how many actions I've taken.
That would
or, like,
be a
how this
side
works.
thing, and yeah, that's no, that would be a free action for sure during this time. You guys haven't
Okay.
at all, especially with that intimidation. You can tell that these guys are not going to act. They hear the roar of your voice, and they're all kind of like shaking, and they were not ready for that.
Shaking in their boots.
Bro.
Yeah, so I
Uh,
hit Temperance with the psychic rock. I forget what it's called. I tell him like, "Hey, move carefully."
Sending stone.
And I
Sending stone.
and
No,
Sending
no,
stone.
no. We only get to use that once a day. Don't do that.
Okay. Well, then in
Um,
which case I will.
Lorena, actually, before you say anything else, Lorena, do you guys would you
Yeah, what are
say
you guys
this is
doing?
probably a good like 5-6 hours into you guys' travels? It's getting relatively later in the night. In the evening, do you think at any point you would have, or that's how you communicated, it's through telekinetically, right?
I can, yes.
You can. Do you think you
I
would kind of show that with them?
That would be preferable because we only get to use the sending stone one time per day.
Right. Well, I'm asking her if she had showed you guys that she has that capability.
Yeah. No, she hasn't.
She had not, okay.
And seeing that we are in this situation, though, I'm going to talk to both of them.
I think you hear a little bit of a roaring, and
Voice in my head. What is
Um,
happening?
yeah, and perception was still at 20 for these guys. So I think you're noticing the body language changing, and they're stepping back to let you guys go through. I would say that you sent a mental message yourself to kind of be like, hey, Idris, is this okay? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. It'd be like, are we good to go? And then
Yeah.
Idris.
Silvertooth, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
go
say,
ahead.
I'm gonna say, is everything okay? Like, but like very softly, I'll be like, can we move now?
Yeah, I cast message and I respond. These guys are pushovers.
So
You're good to go.
actually, again,
Actually, you don't have to,
Yeah.
since it is my teleconnect message. You can just respond.
I just think yes, these bandits are cowards. We are fine.
You hear a chuckle in your head, so
They do not
I'm
have
still
any
gonna stay
spine.
invisible though. But
That's not what we
I'm
wanted.
gonna stay invisible.
you stay invisible.
I'm ready to go.
So you guys
Merhab?
walk past these guys. Well done, Idris, with that awesome roll. I would say you conveyed to
Intimidation.
Temperance as well that it's okay to go, and you guys head off on your merry way. You enter into almost the town. You're outside of the town, and right now you see. Go ahead and give me perception checks.
Is this a sight check?
This is another sight check. You
Okay.
you see everything, right?
Yeah, so like
Do
I can roll for it, but I can roll twice with like proficiency plus. Yeah, what you said? Insight roll, or what am I rolling? Perception.
you would be rolling perception, yeah.
Perception.
But you guys
Is this a sight check or is this a visual? Oh, it didn't matter. I rolled a 23 without the advantage or
Visual.
the modifier. Yeah.
I would say you're still ahead of everybody else.
14 plus 1, I got 15.
Wait, we're doing perception, right?
Right.
I'm like trying to figure out everything here. Okay. Nice.
What was it?
22. Wait, why is it adding 8? I'm confused now. Hold on.
You might have accidentally
just say?
automatically had it going.
Well, I just clicked on the perception and oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh, it actually was +8, not +6. So I did it wrong earlier, but still.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so yeah, no, it's 22.
That's really awesome. 22. Okay. And then what'd you say, Cameron? I'm sorry.
I had 14 plus 1,
15?
which is 15. And
All
then the senses is 11. I don't know what that means.
Your passive perception is 11, right?
Mm.
Is that what I'm hearing? I'm gonna assume that's what I'm hearing. So, you guys, for sure. So, Temperance, actually, you hear, this guy, this guy.
Another archer.
You don't see an archer right now. These guys have daggers. You all see that these guys are kind of bullying this little kid. Hey guys, let go of me! You don't want you want to mess with me? I got big old friends, and they will put something up your beehole. So you guys are on the right side, and over here you see these two, thug-looking guys. You all see that pretty well. I would say you would have to stay back.
Are
for right
these?
now. Stay back for right now. Don't move your guy.
Okay.
Do these guys look like they're also just large kids, or they look like they're adults?
They're adults. Their clothing is kind of like mismatched, and you could. I'd say you could tell that they are kind of scavengers of sorts, to where they just kind of they take what they can, sort of thing.
Okay. And Timmy's right here in the middle.
Well, Timmy's right there, kind of getting pushed around by these guys, like
Okay,
in the middle.
so
They,
as I see this, I am gonna charge toward this guy and try to knock him down.
okay. I will say, go ahead and roll me initiative. First initiative of the
For initiative.
campaign. Woohoo!
Come on. Okay, not bad. 13.
So 1, 2, 3. Oh, also, you guys with that perception, you guys both had over 20, right? Idris and Silvateth.
Yes.
You guys hear a little bit of commotion inside the house.
How do we want to decide who goes first between me and Idris?
You guys have the same dexterity modifier?
Yep.
I have +2 dex modifier.
Really?
Same.
Oh my gosh.
We
Okay.
could just roll a d20.
Yeah, I would say a tie roll for sure.
Okay.
Okay. So what do I roll again? Do another
Oh,
D20
goodness.
roll?
Just regular d20. I got a 3. That's not gonna do it.
18. Man, RNGesus has really been with me today. This is insane.
Yeah, not me. Now, would the bandits or whatever they are have known that I am back behind that corner?
Go ahead and give me a stealth check, if you want to.
Sure.
Unless you were just kind of like,
Please be something good. What in the world? Why?
it has been a minute.
rolled a 1. He rolled a 1.
Dang!
Wow.
Natural 1, no.
Awful.
Look at that, boys and girls.
I cannot roll.
Wow. Hey, it's a 5 though.
It is a 5.
It's a 5 altogether.
5 altogether. Yes, that's.
But yeah, unfortunately, natural 1 is going to be a failure. You stumble a little bit, and it's been a while since you've been on your feet, and then like, pow, hit the thing. They know of a presence behind. They just don't know what they're gonna see because you have full cover as of right now. Okay. You guys hear some stuff happening on the inside. You guys hear outside
Achoo.
inside the thing. Can't really speak right now, but you guys hear something in the building. Screaming. Somebody threw something and hit somebody else.
Right.
That would be Ardron's turn, right? Or no. You rolled better. Idris rolled better, so it would actually be.
Okay.
It would actually be Idris first. So Idris, what do you do? No,
I think the first thing.
I'm so sorry. Silvateth rolled better, right? She had the 14. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lorena, I'm so sorry. Last time, you
It's
go.
okay.
I thought
Well, reminder, I am still invisible.
Still invisible.
you.
Because I never...
Yeah, how's this invisibility work? Can you just be invisible like all day?
It's an
Is that how it
hour
is?
long, I think. And this is like within 30 minutes or so. In doing so, yeah, it's been like 30 minutes since you put it on. So I would say this whole encounter, you would still be okay, invisible.
So OP.
For right now, oops.
She's like, yeah, I can just go invisible for an hour. Okay, sweet. So why don't just like stab everyone in the back that you meet? What in the world?
I mean, hey,
Oh my god.
it's the same.
How do you
thing.
lose a fight?
Well, once you hit somebody or take an action to do something, then I think it goes away.
Oh, it's straight up invisibility from Skyrim, or the other way around,
Right.
rather than copied the other.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, I wonder which one.
Yep.
You are invisible at the moment. What do you do? So with that,
I am going to. Let's see.
you have 30 feet of movement, correct?
Yes.
So one
So
action could put you right there, maybe?
What about like? Is this like a big rock? What is this?
Yeah, you could hide behind that for sure.
Or maybe here actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind that thing. Well, I'm gonna be on that side. I'm obviously already hiding. So.
Yeah, for sure. No, I get it. So when you move over that way, go ahead and move. I'd say you have 10 feet more feet of movement or an action.
I'm going to. Which one of them is the bad person that's like beating on the kids?
Let's see if I can do it again. This guy or this guy?
Okay, so let's see. Okay, yeah, can I reach entangle over to the this dude over here?
Yeah, it says 90 feet. You can definitely reach that.
90 foot, yeah, for sure. Now.
Oh, I was reading how it says the vine sprout from the ground in a 20. Oh, okay, so it's okay. Never mind.
In a 20-foot radius, right? Or is it? Okay, 20 feet is about right there. Or where are you centering it at?
I'm gonna center it to where I'm just trying to capture this guy. So
just
I guess,
that guy,
like,
not hitting the kid or anything.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hit the kid. I'm just trying to get that one dude.
Gotcha.
Like I drew. You see those pink lines? I drew those. I don't know how to erase them.
This isn't the best circle, but I would say this one right there. By moving it a little bit, we'll say that's where you center it.
Yeah.
In that little small circle. It is a dexterity saving throw for him, or he's entangled, right? What kind of saving throw is it?
Let's see.
Strength.
A creature's restrained. Yeah, strength check against your spell save DC.
And what is your spell save?
14.
14? Strength. He needed to roll strength +0. So he had to do, you said 14? Where's your save? He had to roll an exactly 14. He rolled an 11. So he is entangled.
Yup. In the vine.
That, I would say, is your action. Next person would be Idris.
I think the first thing that happens is I see this little kid, and he's smaller than me, so I think I have to do a frighten check. Because I'd be scared. I've never seen a child. Right, that's my thing. I'm scared of things smaller than me, and I see this little kid.
Yep.
So how do I do like a fear roll?
I would say
Frighten
a
roll.
wisdom check. DC, let's say 10.
Wisdom. Just click wisdom. Got it. And because I'm a halfling, I have an advantage against being frightened if I'm 16, so I'm not frightened anyway.
So you're not frightened. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You shudder a little bit, and then you're like,
I'm good.
it's cool. I've seen children before. And you hear his voice. He's like, "Get away from me, you freak! You are stupid and a head." And that makes you feel a little bit better because you love his insults. I guess let's say that.
Yeah, I can vibe with.
Yeah,
I'm digging what he's putting down. Okay. And I assume they're attacking him. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I get right up here, right up to the kid. That's 25 feet. And what do is that my whole action? Is that the end of it?
that's your movement action. You have I would say no. He's bigger than you, or no, he's smaller than you. So you can have, I would say, a free object interaction action, or you could you have an action to either attack somebody in your distance. I could
You
say
said he's
I could see you
Yep.
going here. You could go here and then attack Red Bandit Boy.
Yep.
Perfect. I'm there.
Cool.
All right. I stab at him with my rapier.
Go ahead and roll for me, buddy.
What is that? A dex roll? What is?
It's your attack roll, so it should say you said a rapier.
And then I do a
Yep.
damage roll, right?
Did 21 hit?
Was it a 21? I'm sorry. Yes, that hit.
Okay. So then I do a damage roll. And
So people in
7
the chat,
pierce
I
damage.
actually oopsied. There is a hidden boy somewhere.
I lost audio on you, Jacob. I don't know if you said anything.
I did. Sorry. You said how much damage?
You should be able to see it in roll 20. I did a 7 hit chance and I rolled a 7 for damage.
Tangle. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had it closed up because I'm having to like zoom in and stuff on it. So 7 piercing damage. Woo-wee. So you step up pretty quickly. 7. And you skewer this guy. You kind of skewer him in the gut. You got him pretty good. He's not happy with it.
Yeah, okay. So that's my turn.
That would be Ardon's turn.
Arden. Okay, so what I do is I charge toward this guy here. Okay, so yes, I charge toward this guy, and as I do so, I am going to enter a rage because I just met this kid who fed me, and he's being attacked.
Give me
So
that roll.
Rage is just a bonus action. It's an automatic, and then I'm going to swing at him with my hammer.
Let me see it. That's not
There
a
we
nat
go.
20.
It is not. It is.
Oh,
It is a 15 plus 5, so 20
Okay.
total.
Dirty 20.
Hammer of Thunderbolts? What, you just called out Mjolnir on this man?
Yeah.
Is the immigrant
so,
song playing while you hit him? Like, what's going on here?
yeah. Every time I enter a rage, immigrant song just starts playing in my head. Okay. So I'm gonna roll damage, and I get 8 damage.
So this guy gets stabbed in the gut, and then he just gets
Smacked.
smitten. Just gets smitten.
Oh man. Okay. I wonder if that added. Oh, that didn't even add the +2 from my. So that would actually not be just it. That would be 10 damage total. I don't know why I didn't add my rage damage.
You said 10?
Yeah, 10
Yeah,
total.
that's weird that it didn't do that, but
Yeah.
I don't know much about this. One second. 15.
Yeah, and this swing, it's not an overhead. It's more of a coming up golf swing.
I'll worry about that later. Okay. Yeah, so this guy gets like, you little prick, he stabbed him through the throat, and then all of a sudden, big old dude comes out of nowhere, like just barreling down, and eyes wide, not before, boom, just squish. How do you want to do it, man?
A golf swing.
Golf swing, that's right.
Coming up
Mm.
right in the gut and continuing through.
He goes flying upwards with a dirty 20. He is sent flying, my friend. He hits the roof like so. Gone, dead.
Touch Timmy!
Don't touch Timmy! Little Timmy's like, yeah, I told you about my buddy. He killed you all, so you watch out. And looking at the other guy that's entangled, and he's just like he's pretty terrified too. I probably wouldn't go smell him if I were you guys. I'm gonna delete that guy because he is gone. That is Arden.
Yeah, Arden.
Arden, Temperance, that is you, my friend. So if you stand there, Cameron, you would be in the tangled. You can move. You can move right here and still hit him, or like right here, one of those two spots. Perfect. Yeah, and if you're attacking with your dancing sword, or what do you? You muted.
You're muted, man. Turn your mic on.
Whoops.
You're good.
Cloak of Displacement, Stone of Intellect, and Dancing Sword.
So you could do a bonus action of the displacement, I believe, or the stone, but you can't do both of those. And I think throwing the sword.
Yeah, the displacement doesn't have an extra. It's just pretty much like your.
Yeah,
like,
as
if
it's
you
on.
imagine Naruto when he does his clones or whatever.
Yeah, the mirror
it's
image.
Kind of,
Yeah. That would.
Oh,
Yeah, you're right. On that, but the bonus action for the Ion Stone, and it's a bonus action for throwing the sword, dancing sword, out and about.
No, I'm not throwing it. It follows me around and it fights for me as long as it's within 20 feet.
30 feet, and I believe it does say bonus action. Which, for sure, you could toss it.
Which I'm doing because of the other guy.
What's up?
Because I don't know if he's going to run up with me, so I'm going to attack this guy. But if the other guy decides to run up with me, I have defense by throwing my sword up in the air.
Well, right now, all you guys are seeing is the one guy that's out there. The other guy got demolished. He is no longer there.
I retract. I'm still going to use displacement. I'm attacking now.
Okay. You would not get the Ion Stone if you're going to be tossing that in the air.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make your attack, man.
Ooh.
Oof.
Ooh, that's tough.
It's a 4. It would be plus something, though, right? You might still be hitting.
For strength? Strength is, I'm pretty sure strength is negative.
Oh, yeah, you're like a
Sorry.
-1, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You, Sylvateth's entanglement is just like kind of making it difficult for your sword to like cut through it. It's kind of like flailing about. It's very difficult for you. The sword, you have this like telepathic, like it doesn't have a face or anything, but you get the sense that it's sad that it's a little scared that it can't go through it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's not able to hit its mark. That would be your movement and your
Then
action.
I retract that again, and I do pull out my dancing sword because I obviously can't handle myself.
I thought it was already out.
The dancing sword?
Yeah. What'd you attack with?
No. I was gonna use it. I decided not to because you said the other guy was taken out.
Gotcha.
But I'm gonna use it now because I don't want to be taken out.
So what'd you attack with? Do you have a second sword? Or was that a crossbow?
I have a rapier, and I have my dancing sword.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So you try to go through with your entanglement with the rapier, couldn't get through it. You sheath that and then pull out, bonus action, toss out your dancing sword. You still have your rapier out, of course, and you toss out the dancing sword. The action is to... the bonus action is to toss it up. The actual action, I think, would take one of your actions. How does the wording go?
Since Matt ended up okay with his guy, since the sending stones act every dawn, can I message Matt and ask him to help me?
You guys are right next to each other, so you don't need the sending stone unless you want to do it telepathically.
Well, I'm like, Matt, help.
Okay. Hold on a second.
So Red Bandit is gone, so he didn't even have an action. Super awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. So cool.
Yeah, but we already messed up your plan.
Hey man,
sorry.
I might have some trickery happening. You don't know. You hear another cutting. Please, just leave me alone. In the house.
Okay.
Green Bandit. Let's take a look at entanglement real quick. It's restraint, so it has to roll. This green guy's trying to get out. Respectively, gonna use this. Oh my gosh, that rolled a lot. You said it was. It's a DC 14, so he gets out. And he's gonna move. Hold on. He's gonna move out of the thing and try to attack Mr. Temperance here. Closest guy to him.
Does Timmy get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah. Timmy can kick someone in the shins.
with
know what?
with his stick?
Knowing
No,
little
he's gotta
Timmy,
use his stick.
knowing that
Oh,
little
that's
Timmy,
true.
he definitely uses a stick.
Uses
A
a
9,
stick.
I doubt he adds anything to that. And what is his DC actually?
He's trying his best.
Oh, can I cast a bonus action? Can I help Timmy? I can do Bardic. Hold
Bardic
on.
Inspiration?
Yes, I
Yeah.
Bardic Inspiration Timmy.
Dude,
I'm
that's a
inspired
D4,
by the
right?
kid's trait.
Adding a D4?
Yeah. No, D6.
A D6. Oh my god.
Can add.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. Oh no, that would be my roll, right? It's not
Yeah.
you rolling. Little
So
Timmy.
for 10 minutes, little Timmy gets a 1d6 bonus.
Okay. Oh,
Nice.
you know what?
Right.
Does Bardic Inspiration cost like an action, or is it a reaction?
Add the bonus action.
Okay, so I think you would have had to do that on your turn.
I would have had to do it all on my turn. Okay, you know what? Forget that then.
Okay, but anyways, I might have messed up. I think it takes a full turn to get out of the... Oh, but he would have moved out, and then that would have been his turn. Getting the action, I would say plus 10. So he whiffs, but he tries. He's like, I'll get you, you son of a biscuit! And then tries to swing at him, and misses. It would have been that was Green Bandit. He got out. You guys, I would say Idris, you are the only one to say this because you got the best basic perception. You can't get scared. Way over on the bottom left. Of the
Hold on,
road,
someone just moved up.
you see a man, a gnome, riding a dog that's kind of larger than you, but definitely not larger than anybody else in this party right now. And he's just and just screaming out. No actual words, just a battle cry.
Okay.
He has speed 30.
And okay, so it's my turn, right?
6. New. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
6. Trudging down. Oh, actually, he would have the movement speed of this guy, who is. He's right here. Nobody is in there. That would actually be one more person. Oop.
Where's my master going, by the way? Is he ditching me?
We haven't done anything yet.
I think it's like that. And then
Temperance seems to have some self-confidence issues.
No, I just named my bard. All I had was my sister before, and now all I have is my bard. I don't. I just don't want to.
Oh, there we go. We saw that guy moving forward. We said. Oop. So sorry, guys. Plus something else. You hear another please in a yeah, it's not sounding like something fun is happening inside the building. Yeah, I would say all of you guys can hear what's going on in there. So they're not trying to be quiet. That would be Silvateth. What are you doing?
I'm going to. Is my invisibility off now?
Yeah, because of the entangled, it would be off.
Okay, I'm going to make. Let's see. I'm gonna go over near Temperance and Edris. I don't know how far that is.
You're trying to like go closer to them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have a movement of 30, right?
Yes.
You could definitely make it there, for sure.
Okay, I'll do that then.
So you're gonna be in between them?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold my action.
Hold your action. Oh, what specifically are you trying to hold it for?
Actually, no. Well, okay. So I'm just gonna stay put and just like be like ready for whatever like comes at us.
Okay. Yeah, you're seeing this gnome on a dog like barreling down the road, just screeching.
Yeah.
That's a weird sight.
yeah. You're not used to this for sure. You've seen some stuff going on in your forest. Not a gnome riding a dog. That's not unusual.
If anything, I'm very just curious and not sure what's going. I don't find it threatening. I'm weirded out.
Sure. Okay. So we'll say you hold your action to like heal somebody if they get hurt or something. Is that what we're claiming? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do that. The next person
was
is
me.
Idris, yes.
All right, my first action, I help Temperance get out of the thorn bush.
Temperance chose not to stand inside and entangled.
Oh. What did you need help with?
Hitting him.
Yes, I did.
What?
Yeah, I did. Actually.
No, what did you need help with?
But I ended up not having to. I called for help, but then it turned out that I took care of it without actually needing you. But I guess you ran over anyway.
I was already there. You ran up to me and ran into a bush. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I was standing here, then you ran up to me and ran into a bush.
Well, you guys can tell that this like moving in Tingle Thrall is something that Sylvateth had
Yeah.
created. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff that you could do.
All right. First thing, I cast Bardic Inspiration on Tinny because he's getting in on it, right? That's my free action. We do that, so I don't forget that.
Okay.
So I used it once. I get 3 uses, right? I don't
Right.
get 3. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Before I have to take a long rest. So I cast Bardic Inspiration, and that doesn't take an action. Then I'd like to cast... This will be up to you, Jacob, right? The Priest Negation spell has a ton of flexibility, right? You said he's riding a dog? That's what this guy's riding?
This guy's riding a Mastiff, yeah. Dog Mastiff.
Can I cast Predestination and make the dog see a cat in the opposite direction that it wants to chase it?
Where are you putting this? I don't know if Prestidigitation.
I don't think you can do that with Prestige. I think that would be like minor illusion or something.
You can create a non-magical trinket or an illusory image. Oh, that can fit in your hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Or, okay, hold on. I can also make things like an odd odor. Can I make something that would smell interesting to the dog, like fresh meat or something?
You think you
I can make it like a sense.
yeah,
I can
yeah,
make
okay.
a sight, a smell. You know what?
And it would be on yourself?
No,
you can
I
cast it on
can.
somebody else.
I can cast it elsewhere. That's what I'm saying. Within
Yeah.
range, it has a range of 10 feet. Where's this
You-
guy at? Oh, he's way
You
far
are
away.
no, you're 10 feet, dude. You can totally hit him with like a beefy stank smell.
I was thinking about the goat guy, the goat rider, the dog rider is what I was trying to get at, but he's too far away.
Oh,
So I'd have to-
gotcha. What I'm
I'd have
saying
to
is
move
you
25
can make
feet.
this guy smell like beef, and have the dog like go after
I like
the
that.
dude.
I make
thought
this
that's what
Robert.
you
I
meant.
make him smell like the tastiest, delectable snack coming off this guy you've ever smelled. I don't know if I have to roll for that. Like how much
Wait, me or the dog rider?
No, the dog. I make this bandit, the green
the one
bandit
in front
here.
of you right now, Temperance.
Yeah, I make this bandit, smell appealing to the dog that this gnome is riding. I don't know what role you want me to do on that or what.
Let's do
it
a
says-
persuasion. Well,
Hold on. Actually, I have a skill because I'm a bard. I can cast bard spells using charisma. So I'm going to do a charisma roll. Cause
Yeah,
priest
sure.
is a
That'll
so I'm going to
work.
do a charisma roll. And which one is it specifically? I asked because I might be proficient in it. Oh, I failed. That's a critical fail.
That one.
I rolled. Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
I rolled
no.
a. Actually, hold on. Wait a
You-
minute. I also might be able to do lucky roll. I rolled a 1.
Yep, you
Yeah.
can do a look.
Yeah.
I can re-roll that.
oh yeah.
I'm re-rolling my charisma.
Oh,
Happening.
plus
Oh,
3.
yeah. That's a little better.
Much better. Yeah,
You
A little bit of an improvement.
Way better.
what is Idris's what does his magic look like as it shoots out to this guy?
It's going to be red, and it's definitely red. And I think it's not like it looks like fire, if you will. It shoots and it's like going back and forth. It's not lightning, but it flickers. The magic is red and flickering, but it's like a deeper color than fire.
Okay.
So like
cool.
fire is typically orange, but it's like red. It's like
Mhm.
a red flame.
No, I get that. Yeah, you shoot out this dark energy just with like a look of flame, and it hits this guy. Poof. Everyone in probably this whole farm can smell this guy's stank. Like it to all of
Hey.
you guys. I think Eric Ardon would definitely kind of be a little attracted to this. Honestly, this is food. Like he smells like food right now. You just
Where?
mindlessly like smell it. It's even better than spaghetti mashed potato stuff. And you see this dog perk up and just start trudging after this guy. He is absolutely enamored. You have definitely done what you want him to do.
So is that my only action? I can only take one like action, so it's move and then act.
You could do a movement right now, or you could keep where you're at. It's up to you, man.
Okay. Well, since temperance is good, I now go up to the door. I move past Timmy and I go up to the door.
You have 25 feet of movement, so you can go into the room or house if you want to.
Actually, I take that back. There's still a bandit that's here. You know what? How many times is there a limit on this? How often I can cast Prestidigitation? Because I love this spell. That lets me do whatever I want. One action? No, I can't. I'll just move. I stay here. I don't do anything else. I cast the spell and
bonus Bardic Inspiration. What do you say to little Timmy as you give him this inspiration?
You have the soul of a giant, Timmy.
He looks at his stick. He's like, I knew it. Mom was lying. And then he like flips up.
Timmy's gonna get killed,
dude. Timmy. Oh, maybe. Yeah, we'll find out.
Last word.
So that would be your movement. We only got a little bit of time left. Sorry, guys. Let's try to get at least all of you guys, and then we might have to call it a day. Ardun, that's you.
Okay. Well, after smacking that guy out of the way, look and see the other
dude.
bandit.
Mm-hmm.
So I charge toward him. I go to right about there.
Beautiful.
And I guess I'll make another attack.
For sure.
With my hammer.
Oh, can you choose the direction in which you try and hit him?
Yeah. So I'm gonna actually try to. But I don't know if my hit would actually knock him that way. Instead, I could try shoving him there, but
yeah. I was about to say there is a shove action. You could shove him. I'm gonna say you want higher than a 15.
Right here. I'm also right here to have her back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What were you saying, Jacob?
It would be like a DC 15 on like aiming him where you want to knock him.
Yeah.
You could knock him back into the entanglement. What is it, like a 10? No, yeah, 10 foot shove.
Yeah, shove. It's a strength contest versus his strength or dexterity.
That's right.
And if
with dex, yeah.
I wonder, could I like grab him and then try to throw him?
That would be grapple, yeah. So I think that would be strength versus athletics. Does that sound right?
Yeah, it would be strength versus athletics. Basically, strength versus his strength, trying whether or not I can grab him or if he can get out of the way.
For sure.
Okay, so
believe it or not, he does not have a lot of strength.
Okay, we're gonna see how this goes.
You have to beat
Come
a
on.
3.
Now I do have advantage on strength rolls while I'm raging. So.
Yes, you do. Does it
17.
He tries to like wiggle out. You just grab him by the shoulders, and you could do whatever you want to him, buddy.
Yeah. So I grab him and just like hoisting him up and throw him down into the weeds.
Into the entanglement. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy, 10 feet. Was that?
That's 2 squares.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is back in there.
He's back in the thing.
He's back. He's like, no. And he just jumped in there. Awesome. That I would say is.
Wait, I still have a little bit of movement left.
You do have a little bit, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. That was 15.
15, so you have another. You're 30 feet of movement?
Yeah, I have 30 total.
Okay, so you could do another 15 somewhere.
I would probably come over to this other side of Timmy then.
Okay.
Are we like
you
his
could be
bouncers?
outside the ring.
Are we Timmy's bouncers?
Beautiful.
Square up.
Yeah, that sounds good. So I'll move right here to the other side of Timmy.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that is your turn. We have 5 minutes. I would say Temperance will end after your turn. What would you like to do? You now have a dancing sword flying, so you can take that as an action.
I'm going to this point, just approach Timmy and say, what is Eric's name?
Arden.
Arden. I'm going to say, Arden told me all about your guys' relationship. I'm so sorry this happened to you. I have Asperger's, autism. I can relate to you a little bit. I'm so sorry that this happened to you. How did it happen? Why did it happen?
You're
Like
saying this to Arden?
Yeah. No, I'm saying it to the kid.
Oh, listen. I don't have any. What are you talking about? I don't know about it. Autism or. I just have speech impediments, buddy. I don't know your problem, but I'm gonna go kill some people.
I'm just gonna give you a big hug. I'm gonna give you a big hug and tell you that you're safe now, and just go the fuck home.
Oh, I could go inside. I can kick somebody's butt in the air too. That's okay with me. Get thinking, buddy. And he gives you a thumbs up, and he turns to on his turn, going to there. I I didn't know little Timmy would be in this, so I'm gonna have to. Okay, he's gonna be going pretty soon.
Awesome.
Little Timmy now has initiative, and he's behind everybody.
Timmy is the true hero.
Little Timmy is going at it.
America.
What do you want to do? You guys can't really see that, but that is ridiculously low. So, little Timmy is. Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna go help Arden and just finish off the other guy at this point.
You're helping out Arden with what exactly?
The last guy in the bushes here.
Oh, and then entanglement. Okay, yeah. You can send. So that's too far away from any melee attack. You could send in your sword, dancing sword, to like fly in there. I doubt it would have to make a strength saving throw or anything.
Yeah, as long as they can come back to me, because if it's not within 30 feet of me afterwards, then I can't. It won't come back to me.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I mean, but it's fine. I would. Well, we might need a identifier to kind of give it. I don't know. We'll have to. Well, I'll have to look into the, because we're going to be using a dancing sword a lot, but we'll look into an image that we can use, for sure. Hey, we'll use this. Whoever did this. You guys see that?
That works.
I think that was Avatar Caillou. So that's a dancing sword. What do you want to do with it? You want to throw it in there in the entanglement?
Not his sword.
What?
But yes. So it's not his sword, but yes.
No, that's just a line I drew. I drew that line on accident.
Yeah, he drew it on accident. So you bring it over here, within the.
I'm sorry, I thought you were trying to be a thief again.
No. You could draw your own sword if you want to, but this is the one that I have. Yeah, go ahead and make your attack, man, if you're going to attack this guy.
Alright.
Finish him off. If you can. I don't know, that's pretty... Nat 20! Bro! Dude, heck yeah! So this means double your dice roll that you usually would. I believe this would be 1d6, right? Or 1d6, usually. But it would actually be 2d6 now. So we rolled 2d6. Right? Am I wrong on this?
Yeah.
Is that what you want me to do?
That's what you would do. So roll 2d6 and then add your strength, which I guess would be a negative, but I'm gonna say that's a nat 20. Yep. Dude, you send this thing flying.
Oh.
That's one. Okay, do one more. This is 6. So that's I'm gonna say you rolling a nat 20 definitely like got rid of the strength part of the modifier, and it's a 7. You lop off one of this dude's hand. It is completely gone. That being said, he is still up though. He is screaming without one hand. We said a 7, so that would be that much. Looking pretty bad. We are going past 3:30, guys. We'll call it there. Next time we will finish up. Thank you guys so much. I forgot to start off with that. I know it takes a lot of patience to do this stuff and consistency, so I really appreciate all of you guys sticking with this so far, so good. And yeah, that's about all the time we got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Yeah, and guys, also apologize on my condition. So thank you all.
Yeah, thank you. All right, bye.
That was
Bye.
a blast. Bye,